Welcome back. It is now 7:45, and the government has new estimates for autism. It's saying that 1 in 45 U.S. children suffer from autism, but other federal calculations say that the developmental disorder is actually less common. The most rigorous survey so far has a lower estimate of 1 in 68 children. Meanwhile, the cause or causes of autism are still unknown. Either way, this is something that's very near and dear to the guest here we have this morning, Gwen Boyd-Moss. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Gwen actually drove in from Atlanta with her cousin last night to be on our show today to talk about this because it's near and dear to your heart because of your son. You have 3 children. Your oldest, though, was diagnosed with autism at age 3.
Right. My oldest is Justin, who we call JoJo, and he is 20 years old now. And so, yes, when he was 3 years old, he was diagnosed with autism, and then at about age 13, he had a huge brain cyst. And then at age 14, he was diagnosed with schizophrenia. What they are finding is that a lot of kids with autism now, some of them are being dual diagnosed with bipolar or schizophrenia. So, you know, I have kind of made it my mission. Part of the whole thing with me doing the book and everything is basically to teach younger kids about older kids that have mental illness, because of course with Justin growing up and watching the interaction that he had with other children or the lack of interaction that they decided to have with him, I thought it was important, you know, to really do something that would help all the younger kids to understand, so that when they get older, hopefully it'll help with some of the bullying that we see when they see a child that is different.
So, Ms. Gwen, let's kind of give it some context, because you are a real estate agent in Atlanta.
Yes.
You also are now a book author, and this book was inspired by your son, but he also has 2 younger brothers.
He does.
And we have Damon and Brandon, right?
Yes.
Okay, so talk about how this book or their relationship with JoJo inspired your book.
Well, you know, this book in particular was inspired by my younger son, Brandon. You know, and really how he saw things with Justin through his eyes, the characteristics that Justin had, and also the great relationship and his need to see Justin really succeed and do better, and some of the pain of watching him go back and forth to the doctor's office. And I think that, you know, when you have other kids, and I'm sure other families can relate to this, it's very hard to make sure that all of the relationships are good, because a lot of times the other siblings might resent the child that has mental illness, because of course they view it as they're getting all of the attention. Or you're at a game and all of a sudden you've got to leave the game because the child with mental illness is having some difficulty. So I've always thought it was important to incorporate my kids in everything that we did with Justin, so that they felt like they were a part of it, so that they felt like every step he took and every achievement that he made, that they had some hand in that. So this first book was important.
I'm sure JoJo feels that too, even though he may not be able to express it to the extent that maybe the other kids can. Let's also talk about your role on a series now. It's called Selling It in the ATL, and I've seen the previews, and just what little I know about you, this does not seem characteristic of you, this reality show, because these are some true drama divas, real estate agents in the ATL, but you saw this as a great opportunity.
I saw it as a great opportunity, and I think on any show, you know, you've got to have different personalities, obviously. You know, you've got to have very aggressive women. The real estate market in Atlanta is very, very competitive, and it's very saturated. So I am the oldest in the season, nicknamed
on the show.
Yes, nicknamed Grandma Gwen or Gwen Yanla, or, you know. But definitely I think, you know, I bring something to the table, obviously, like all the other women, that kind of make this whole series work and makes it interesting for the audience to definitely want to tune in.
Great, and we just saw a clip of it as well, and it actually has your son JoJo in it with you as well. So thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for raising awareness. Thank you for the first of a series of books that you are actually putting into circulation there. And also, really quick, just let us know how we can actually find your book right now.
So this one you can find on GwenBoydMoss.com, which is everything for me, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and then BarnesandNoble.com and Amazon.com, and look forward to the ones that are coming out next.
Oh my gosh, your family is absolutely beautiful. Thank you for raising awareness and for being here today.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
Okay.